Welcome to Slingshot Options TAWANG12 NADEX Swing Trading Strategy. This is a video home study course. TAWANG12 is a strategy that looks to take advantage of the weekly NADEX binary option. The weekly NADEX binary option offers huge opportunity, more so than vanilla options, whereas you can get a bigger percent return with NADEX. If you don't know NADEX, get our NADEX 101 course. With NADEX, you can turn a binary option from 10, 15, 20 into 100 with not that much movement required. Okay, so if you don't have NADEX, then let me see if I can dig up a screenshot. I'm outside of the markets right now. Here's a screenshot. You can see here on the Dow that it takes 100 points in order to move a strike. Here there's only 4 hours left, so I mean that looks extra good, right? 100 points on the Dow is nothing. You can see from this chart here, you can see the grid, that's 200 point grid, and the average swing goes what? From the mileage of it goes 600 pips or 600 points. No problem. Sometimes a lot more than that. But we have a 5-day cycle we need to fit in between, so we need some momentum that's going to give us something, pretty quickly, all right, and something that could even burst us into expiration the last day. So speaking of last day, let's go back here. So 4 hours left, all right, so 2 hours into the trading day or so, okay, you can see that the deltas are very good, meaning that 100 points in the Dow is no problem. 100 points turns you into, it turns you into 66, right? But as soon as you get in the money, that premium decay is just going to keep adding to you fast, quickly. But if you get in the money and expire in the money, you get the whole profit. So you invest $200, you get $800 roughly. Okay, you invest $2,000, you make $8,000 profit roughly if you expire that in the money. Now, what we're looking at over here, I just copied up a screenshot of the performance. Okay, what we're looking at over here is a performance example of this run as a system, just GBP USD. I think that's a little bit out of range here. All right, GBP USD, 1,000 per trade, 5,000 per trade, 10,000 per trade. And once you feel that this is a solid strategy for you, okay, you're going to see, hey, and you get good. Let's say, I'm teaching this as a strategy, and so although this is represented as a system, which, hey, is pretty good, but once you can optimize and combine with other factors to cut out some of these losses. Now, 70% winning is pretty good, all right? Now, I know you see different marketing pitches out there for all sorts of concepts. 90% winning. Actually, I actually have some 90% plus winning systems, but I don't know if you'll be seeing those. But so you have all sorts of concepts out there where you have a lot of marketers out there saying whatever, all right? They're just, you have a lot of binary brokers that just they'll say whatever just to get you to sign up. Or the old school binary brokers. We're not dealing with those. Okay, you remember the days if you know binary options. Remember these brokers and their software, these magic software. They get some guy on, usually with a British voice, and telling you how he's struck it rich. And anyways, you know those videos. And so all they want to do is get you to sign up for their brokers and deposit money. Okay, that's all they care about. Anyways, we're here with NADEX. We're going forward into the future. We have a super solid opportunity with USA-based exchange. No fooling around here. You can trade as big as you want. And if they have a problem with you, let's say you're making $1 million a day, then they'll tell you. All right? They can't just do whatever like some of these Cyprus guys. Okay, so you have 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 per trade. And so you can optimize this with other factors to get your own personal winning percentage, maybe up in the 90s. But when you have this fundamental momentum type of strategy, you have something very solid. Now, if you can take solid and then optimize it, well, now you have a total huge winner. But solid in the markets is a winner. The professionals, when you want to become professional, you get your mind out of chasing these 90%, 100%, 110% winning systems. All right, it's a wild goose chase. That's why I mentioned 100, 110%. Okay, and so it's an emotional goose chase. And so you get yourself out of that realm and you get into focusing on looking to make money. You stop pursuing the emotional highs from trading, and now you start pursuing the netting out of a profit, which takes trading into the realm of boringness. But you need to shift where you're looking to get your excitement out of the active trading into the watching your account grow in size. Get your, like Warren Buffett talks about, get your enjoyment out of that, not in the process of trading. And I think if you get that into your mind, into your heart, and you make that transfer over, and it's not fun at first, but when you make the transfer over, then you could potentially become one of the greatest traders out there. You have the potential to make millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, et cetera, et cetera. Once you turn over into the business mindset with trading, it takes some doing, right? But if you're interested in actually becoming successful in trading, then you'll want to do that. So that's the tip of the century for you. Okay, TAWANG12. You can see here I talked about the results. Took the roughly for the presentation's sake 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. That means an at the money, which means what? That means you're basically at or near the money 50-50. So sometimes you'll be a little bit in the money. Sometimes you'll be a little bit out of the money. Here's a better rendition here. What's this? This is the daily. So the 50s. If you look for what's the closest to 50, you're going to find the at the money point. So 860, 861, 850. Okay, we're in between strikes here. So the strikes are pretty. The premiums are pretty spread out over the strikes at this point in time, and so you can see the at the money point. So we're looking to trade around this point. All right, to create a close to 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. Sometimes we'll get it better. Sometimes we'll just go slightly out of the money. And so if we're buying, we'll be buying at 48. And if we optimize the strategy and we know certain swing setups are extra good, we may go further out of the money to get a bigger bang in our buck. And once you get really good, all right, once they call you Cracker Jack, right? Anyone remember that? I'm dating myself here. But once you get really good at this strategy, okay, or your tweaking of it, then what do? You can get more aggressive in your position sizing. Now, position sizing, that's another thing, okay? It's outside the realm of a review, but you want to start tiny. You want to start with one contract and make sure you are good with the method. You start on demo, and then you can start with one contract. Then when you're feeling good, go to a normal position sizing. And then when you're good with that, then you can get a little bit more aggressive. Okay, a normal position sizing, a traditional one, an option somewhere between 3 and 5%. Unless you're really huge, and then you go smaller. All right. So, anyways, that's it. Threw a couple tips in here, but TAWANG, yeah. Sorry, we're running out of names here. I made so many new products of recent. Well, why? Well, yeah, I'm looking to meet certain customer type of demands, and this interaction between me and customers and meeting different trading styles has challenged me to make some really neat stuff. And it also opens my mind, cracks the codes to discovering new methods that can be applied for what I am doing too. So it's a synergistic win-win by making these courses, selling these courses. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to do this, but it's been good. So whatever you see here, go buy. All right, you'll learn a lot, and you can piggyback my 30 years experience in the markets. Anyways, so TAWANG12 NADEX swing trading strategy. Go get it. Thanks.